Welcome back. Ever feel totally overwhelmed listening to native English speakers? Like, how on earth are they talking that fast? Well, you are in exactly the right place. Today, we're unpacking the fascinating secret of connected speech, specifically the art of linking. Okay, let's dive right into this.
So, let's tackle a question that comes up literally all the time. Why do native English speakers sound so unbelievably fast? Look, as an English learner, trying to catch every single word can be incredibly frustrating. I totally get it. But here's the secret. Native speakers, they don't actually speak faster than anyone else. Nope, they just blend their words together. Think of it like this. The sound waves just merge into one continuous stream. They definitely aren't saying each word separately, with neat little spaces in between, like a robot.
To master this in today's explainer, here's our syllabus. We're going to uncover the secret to fluent English, link consonants together, bridge consonants to vowels, connect vowels with vowels, look at some common pronunciation pitfalls, and then wrap up with some active fluency practice.
All right, Section 1, the secret to fluent English.
We're going to completely shift how you think about spoken English. We're moving away from those choppy, isolated words to a continuous, flowing river of speech. So what is linking exactly? Well, it's the merging of final and initial sounds across word boundaries to create a continuous speech stream. Now, I really want to demystify this for you right now. Linking is not some flaw of fast, lazy speech. No way. It's a highly systematic phonetic bridge that native speakers use entirely automatically to make their speech flow.
Let's actually hear the difference. Think about robotic speech for a second. You might say, watch out, or red dress. But in natural, linked speech, we use what are called phonetic underties to build a bridge between the words. So it becomes watch out and red dress. Hear how those sounds literally just bleed right into one another? That's our flowing river of speech in action.
Moving on to Section 2, linking consonants together.
So, what happens when two consonant sounds meet right at the border of two separate words? Well, this perfectly illustrates exactly how it works. We've got two main types of connections here. First, when words share the exact same consonant sound. Take that time or cheap place. Notice how you don't actually say the T or the P twice. You just say it once and the two words share it. Make sense? Second, we can link similar consonants. Think of a cheese sandwich. Cheese ends in a voiced Z sound, and sandwich starts with an unvoiced S sound. Because your mouth is in the exact same position for both of those sounds, you just bridge them without stopping the airflow. Cheese sandwich.
All right, Section 3, bridging consonants to vowels.
Honestly, this is probably one of the most common and absolutely crucial bridges you will ever build in connected speech. Listen closely to this authentic spoken example. There's an elephant in the garden. Did you catch that? Notice how the N sound at the end of the word an completely attaches to the E at the beginning of elephant. We don't say an elephant, we say an elephant. The consonant just slides right onto the vowel, creating this perfect, unbroken connection.
Now, if you're finding that a bit tricky to process, I've got a fantastic phonetics trick for you. Just imagine the consonant actually belongs to the start of the second word. So mentally, you aren't saying there's an elephant, you're actually saying there's an elephant. I know, it looks totally bizarre written out, but visualizing it this way makes consonant-to-vowel linking instantly easier to pronounce out loud.
Next up, Section 4, connecting vowels with vowels.
Okay, this is where things get really fascinating. To connect two vowels together, we actually have to add completely invisible, intrusive consonant sounds. It's like magic. If your first word ends with an oo or o sound, and the next starts with any vowel, you add an invisible w sound. So go out naturally becomes go out. Go on becomes go on. Now, if it ends in an E or S sound, you add a y sound, an invisible J. So see Andrew becomes see ya Andrew. Oh, and there's a super interesting special rule for British RP, or received pronunciation. If a word ends in an R that is normally silent, like teacher, it suddenly comes back to life to bridge the gap if the next word starts with a vowel. So teacher is becomes teacher-is cool. You'll also hear this intrusive R in phrases like law, rand, order, or far away.
Section 5, common pronunciation pitfalls.
Of course, it's not always perfectly smooth sailing. It's crucial to recognize the common obstacles that trip up learners when they're transitioning from their native language patterns. The absolute golden rule here,
Linking depends entirely on sounds, not spelling. For instance, the word once ends with the letter E, but the final sound is actually an S, so we link the S sound. Second, watch out for these two strict exceptions. Do not try to link the chi sound in each choice or the G sound in orange juice. You've got to pronounce both sounds clearly there. And finally, please, don't overthink it. You don't need to mathematically calculate a link every single time you open your mouth. If you miss one, just keep going. The goal is to sound natural, not perfect.
And finally, Section 6, Fluency Practice and Summary.
All right, I'd like to officially welcome you to the Interactive Phonetics Lab segment of our explainer. It is time to apply everything we've just talked about. Here's our protocol, and yes, I want you actively participating with me here. Step 1, listen to the isolated words. Step 2, notice the phonetic bridge. And Step 3, repeat the linked phrase naturally, out loud, wherever you are sitting right now.
Let's try a master-level sentence from our source material. Read this one with me. Do you remember that time when Anna and Amy fell in the swimming pool? Look at how multiple different links just stack together there. We've got consonant to consonant in that time, and then this awesome rapid-fire string of consonant to vowels. When Anna, Yan to Amy fell, Lin. Practicing sentences exactly like this, reading them out loud and really feeling those connections, that is what builds true native-level fluency.
Now let's practice with something you probably use every single day. Phrasal verbs. These are absolutely perfect for practicing consonant to vowel links. Come on, repeat these out loud right after me. Shut up. Get out. Look up. Come in. Watch out. Remember that watch out example from earlier? It perfectly fits this pattern. The consonant at the end jumps right onto the vowel at the beginning. It is incredibly satisfying once you finally feel that rhythm in your own speech.
So, you now know the underlying mechanics of the phonetic bridge, which brings me to my final question for you. How will you let your speech flow like a river today? Linking is absolutely the ultimate key to sounding natural, fast, and completely fluent in connected speech. Listen for it in the movies you watch, try it out in your very next conversation, and just watch how it transforms your spoken English. Thank you so much for joining me in the Phonetics Lab for this explainer, and keep practicing those bridges.